Hey guys, Guy Eastman here from Eastman's Hunting Journal. We're going to talk today about a new product we have, the Members Research book. And it's a book that basically has all our MRS sections under one cover. It's new for this year. But first, let's talk a little bit about the MRS and research and kind of where it's come from and how we got to this point. And Dad, you can tell the guys a little bit about the history of the MRS section in the magazine.
Yeah, well, you know, back when I first started the magazine, I had the idea of showing hunters and their big game. And when I started selling the magazine at shows and lectures, people kind of liked it, but what they really liked to have me tell them what was happening out west, where some of the better areas were, and the winter conditions. And so I started with maybe issue number 4 or 5 and did a MRS telling people some of the better areas out west that they could draw and be able at a chance at a trophy of a lifetime. So that is evolved from just a little one page in that magazine to what we have today.
And today we have the MRS, which stands for Members Research Section, and that's in each issue of the magazine in the back. It's a supplement that goes in the back of the magazine. But what we've done is, because the MRS now, because so many states have draws and there's so many states and species, it has expanded into this monster. And in the magazine, we can only fit so much. And so what we've done is pared that down to just the most specific, most concentrated information in the magazine, but then have taken the additional information elsewhere, like to the digital version of the web or into this book. And so this book contains all the expanded content that did not make it into the ink on paper physical magazine. And Whoa. It is big. And so this is the first and only place that all that MRS information is actually in print. Now this book is 368 pages. A lot of the charts, it's a horizontal format, you can see here. So a lot of the charts end up a lot larger than they did in the magazine. We used a lot of white space. We have places for notes, kind of we amped it up with a little bit of design that we couldn't fit in the magazine, that made it even more user-friendly for the guy who wants to do research to hunt out west to find his next trophy area.
There's also some articles in there about gear and some how-to stuff that's not area specific or MRS specific, but it's some of the best stuff out of 2015 that we put in the magazine, and we put it also in this book as kind of a little bit more than the dry reading of research statistics.
Well, and that's what you need too. You need to have the right equipment. You can't go like in region G or H and with a pair of shorts on and flip-flops.
That wouldn't be recommended.
Yeah, right.
Not even by us.
Yeah.
So this will give you a head start. Granted, it is last year's, it's the 2015 information. We're starting to now work on the 2016 information. A lot of you might be asking, why would I need last year's information? Well, a lot of guys now are taking it to the next level, and they're actually doing their research way before the application season start. And I'm constantly referring back to this when I'm out hunting and I'm passing through an area, or I talk to a guy who gives me a tip about a hot area. I can go back in here and see what the historical data is for that area from last year, and then wait for this year's to come out. And you know, a lot of you guys might be asking how we're going to bridge last year's to this year's, and that's where the digital side of this product and the business comes in, and Ike can talk a little bit more about that.
We all have an iPad or a tablet or cell phone. We use them constantly, and we see the future of a lot of our content at Eastman's going that direction. Is it going to be tomorrow? Absolutely not. Is it going to be a slow progression, and for those people that want to use it? Absolutely. The power of digital is it takes something that is flat, a magazine or a book, and it basically makes it 3D, so that it makes it way more interactive. You can get and search the information a lot faster, rather than, you know, looking up Wyoming mule deer area 102. How do I get into that area? You know, where is that in that book? You can just do a search and it'll populate instantly with all the information you want. Now, how we're going to integrate the book in the near future is every time a new MRS is out on a magazine, we're going to expand the content, take the expanded content, put it in its own digital version of a magazine, and give it to you guys. If you're a subscriber or you purchase the book, you get that next year. That way you have the current information as it formulates, as it compiles throughout the MRS season, January through May.
A lot of guys are like me. I'd like it hard copy. I can put it on a shelf, open it up, make notes, highlights, that kind of thing. I'm not just a digital person, but there are a limited number of these. We've only printed a few thousand of these, and as we speak here today, almost half of them are already sold. But the digital version will be unlimited. People will be able to access that.
Yep. Then it'll be, the digital version of that will be uploaded, and you can go back to previous years as you do your research. So I think that's key.
So people can really, really expand their research horizons and dig in deep to all this information.
And the whole point of this is to make hunter opportunity for you folks, and to fulfill that lifetime dream of taking, a lifetime trophy. That's how Dad started the company a long time ago, is to help hunters become better hunters and take a once-in-a-lifetime trophy.
We hope this helps you out a bit. If you have any questions, drop us an email or check out any of these products on our website at eastmans.com.